Patience paid today once again. Market makers tried to manipulate all retail traders this morning, and we actually caught the right side of that manipulation. Today's trading day was a prime example of just trusting the system that we know works over time and time again. And I'm going to be completely honest, whenever we entered this trade, even though it was a W, I was a little worried because Trump was speaking at the time. And you guys know, when Trump is speaking, things get a little crazy in the market. But we still decided to take the setup that we use every single day. We sized a little lighter than normal, but it was absolutely A+. In this video, I'm going to go over with you step by step what was going through my mind today and how I spotted the manipulation in the market and how we made $1,700. Real quick before I get in this video, make sure you guys join the free Discord link in the bio. You can get a free trading starter kit there and learn all the things you need to do before entering this trading world. And also make sure you're using my code CHAMP on all platforms, specifically Lucid, Tradeify, MyFunded Futures, whatever is your favorite platform. We're giving away thousands of dollars a week inside of the free Discord to members who are using my code, so go check it out, link in the description. All right, enough yapping chat. Let's go ahead and get right into this trade recap and show you how we made almost $2,000 a day trading NQ. All right, we're taking a look at the micros of NQ at the moment, and you can see that every morning we do the exact same thing. We go to our first 15-minute candle at 9:30 a.m. Eastern and wait for it to close. Once it closes, we mark our first 15-minute candle high and our first 15-minute candle low. As most of you that follow me know, this is going to be your OR, or your opening range. Now, before we wait for anything else, we're going to go ahead and look at our wave tool here. You guys know one of the number one confluences to my strategy is making sure the wave tool is on our side. In this example, we can see wave has been pretty bearish all day. I mean, it wasn't crazy bearish. It was kind of sticking a little under zero here. You know, calls ended up going a little positive here at about 10 a.m. But you can see that all morning, calls stayed around negative 10 million to about positive 5 million. So basically staying pretty close to zero. And personally, whenever I see call flow around zero, I'm not really looking for a trade. I have more of a bearish bias, but I'm not really looking for a trade because I want to see it choose a direction and separate from puts. Now, real quick, before I show you the actual chart, I just want to let you guys know, we did not see a move in the wave tool until about 10:30 a.m. Eastern. It basically stayed flat the entire day. So now let's go back to the chart here and see what the next candle gives us. We can see that we get a beautiful 15-minute close above the opening range. Now, if we had a bullish wave bias here, if wave was showing nothing but upside, let me give you an example. We can use a different day, for example. Let's see if this is it. Yeah. So if wave looked like this, if we saw call flow pushing up like it is here, like it was on March 25th, then I would be looking for some type of retest back into the range so we can see higher. But the issue is our wave tool, while this is happening, is showing me that call flow is staying pretty close to zero. And we're actually starting to head down after that 10 a.m. candle as well. So at this point, I'm a little skeptical. Yes, the market looks like we should go up here because we got a 15-minute candle close above the opening range, but the wave tool is not really telling me the same thing. So I'm going to assume this is probably going to be a fake out. Now, we're going to go to our lower time frame here, like the 1 minute, and we're just going to simply wait. We're going to look for two things here. We are either looking for a push back in the opening range so we can short it for lower as long as my wave tool gives me the bias to short, or we are going to wait for price to get back into the opening range and then look for higher. Now you might be asking, Champ, that means you can win either way. So how do you know which one to take? Do we take the inverse orb here to see the bottom of the opening range? Or do we take the W orb setup and go see higher for continuation? Again, like I said, it all comes down to our wave tool. And at this time of the day, it's about 10 a.m. And as you can see, wave is at negative $7 million in call flow. So as we're seeing this big bounce off the opening range, call flow is still at negative 10 million, so I'm not really buying the upside move here. But still, until we get a push back into our opening range, we cannot go short, and I also want to see calls fall off a little more. So let's press play and see what happens. All right, we see a lot of consolidation here. Trump is going on the stage or going on the board here pretty shortly. Let's press play. All right, price is moving down a little bit here. We're still chopping in this range. It is 10:12 a.m. Eastern. We can see at 10:12 a.m. Eastern, we were in the negative still. We're still below zero here. And check this out. I don't want this to be too complicated for you. So if you're a little confused, let's go ahead and explain it right now. You can see that price is outside of the opening range to the upside. So 99% of traders are going to think, oh, we're above the opening range. We're going to go long. But the way that I use the opening range is I look at the wave at the same time. And at this example, we can see this was the highest that wave went until after, basically. Like wave went higher before, but this was the highest that it went since. So at 10-12, we're below zero. I'm still bearish. Look what happens after 10-12 on wave. We absolutely dump. Does everybody see that? We go from, basically zero all the way down to about negative 80 million. So right now, what bias do we have? A bullish or bearish bias? The answer is bearish because call flow is absolutely dumping even though we're above the opening range. So at this point, we have solidified our bias. We are short bias, but we need to get back in the opening range. Next candle. You can see still happening, guys. People are trying to short up here, trying to long down here. Maybe they're scalping, making a little bit of money, but with my strategy and my system, there's no entry model yet. We either need to see wave pick up and call flow, and then we take the bounce, or wave sell off like we're doing here, selling off tremendously, and we take the short once we get back in the opening range. Let's press play. Still chopping, guys. No move yet. What time is this? This is 10:35. 11:35 or 10:35. Let's see what that looks like. 10:35 here, and this is Central Time, so it's 11:35 Eastern. Let's take a look at 10:35 at this moment. As we're still above the opening range on NQ, what do you guys see on the wave? We are at negative $10 million in net premiums. I am getting extremely bearish here. I'm just waiting for a push back into the range. There's our push back into the range. As soon as we got back into the opening range, I put my stop loss above this wick high that we created at 10:40 a.m. Eastern, or 10:40 a.m. Central, which would be 11:40 a.m. Eastern. And my take profit is going to be the bottom of this opening range. This gives me a clear 1.23 RR. I'm risking about 72 points on NQ to make 89 points. Wave is still selling off tremendously, so my bearish bias is still confirmed. Let's press play. TP1 gets hit. There's TP1, and there is TP2 there. Absolutely beautiful. Now, if you only had one contract, like I had on my 17 accounts, you probably went ahead and got all out at this control point or even trailed your stop as we went down. But overall, this is the entry model. This is a setup that we trade every single morning. And again, I gave you both scenarios. I gave you a bearish scenario and a bullish scenario. Because if we would have been in a bullish wave, if our wave tool over here would have been bullish, we would have looked for upside off of this level to see higher. But since wave was bearish, and as you can see, call flow was selling off the entire time we were in this trade, I took shorts as soon as we entered the range and targeted the bottom of the opening range like we did here. Now, when we talk about manipulation, you can see while Trump was getting on stage and about to start talking, you can see the market manipulated us all morning. We saw nothing but upside, and I bet a bunch of people were entering longs all throughout this range because we were above the opening range high. We had a clean breakout, but not me, not my group, because we were waiting for wave to align, and as soon as wave did align with downside, we took the trade, and it played out from there. Beautiful A+ setup once again. Like I said before, I trade this same strategy, this same entry model, this same setup every single morning as long as it presents itself. And if you guys want to watch me do that live every single morning, link in the description to join the Discord. The VIP Discord is $35 a week. Or if you're just wanting to learn, you're not really wanting to watch me live trade, you're just wanting to get the bits and pieces of how this works, I have a free trading starter kit in the description below. It doesn't cost a single dollar. And last but not least, if you're trading on prop firms like Lucid, Alpha, Apex, Tradeify, My Funded Futures, whatever it is, make sure you use my code CHAMP for a hefty discount. I give away thousands of dollars a week to a ton of people who are using my code in my free Discord, so go check that out. And the last thing I want to leave you off with is if you're trying to compare prop firms, if you're trying to figure out what prop firm is the best for you, how they work, what deals they have going on, all of the rules, head over to props4u.com. That is props, the number 4u.com, and go check out all of different prop firms. You can see, you can compare them. You can click the compare tool. You can click on add to compare. Let me move my camera here. You can click on add to compare on this prop firm, this one, and this one. Run comparison and check out all the details about each of these prop firms and how these funded accounts work. So just go ahead on over to props4u.com. That is props, the number 4u.com, and go check it out. It's my favorite website to use for comparing prop firms. Other than that, I appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe, and I'll be answering all the comments below this video. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one. Peace and love, family.